Alright, Shalom. I'm the brother Tasiyat coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakodash. One moment. Yes. I want to give double honor to the elder apostles, teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akyam, which means the brothers across this world who are spreading this knowledge in truth and this sincerity. And shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. And may the election be upon your households. God shalom. So, as you can see in the title, okay, fake, you know what, are now in our land. Okay, because sometimes they like to flag or strike our videos on YouTube when we speak about topics like this or use certain words. Like when the disease came out in 2020. When you used to say that word in your video, or the word of the jab, like they say, they would flag your video, they would strike your video, they would strike your channel, you know. And with 3 strikes, you could not upload videos for a while. So we have to be careful, of course, with information that we give and the way we say it. Sometimes brothers also upload videos on BitChute, where there's not really, uh, where the information is not really censored like YouTube. You see. So, amen. Without further ado, as you can see the title, the ones that are living in our land today, the land of Israel today, are not the real people of the land. All right. Who are the real people then? The real people are the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans. And the ones that might not look like one of these people on the outside, but they still go back to one of these people through the bloodline on the side of their father. Like Numbers 1 and 18. If you read that verse, it shows you that you are what your father is. Okay? So the people that live in our land today, they are actually Edomites. Okay? They are actually the chief tribe of the nation of Esau, Edom, and they are called Amalek. Alright? Amalekites, you could say. So they are imposters. They took over our identity and they made themselves look like they are the chosen ones of the Most High. Okay. Meanwhile, they just came into the land with the Balfour Declaration. You can look that up. Balfour Declaration, if I'm correct, in 1917, they basically with the Balfour Declaration made the land of Israel a place for these Amalekites. You know, around that time. But you can look it up, the Balfour Declaration, and you're gonna see that these people are just inhabitants of that land, man. It's not their land, you know, because they call themselves Israeli instead of Israelites. We call ourselves Israelites. An Israelite is with the "ite" on the end, meaning basically we are how do you say it? The land is given to us, and we are part of the bloodline of the man who's called Israel. But the Israeli is someone that just inhabits that land, someone that just lives in the land of Israel. Okay, so they are not from the bloodline of Israel. They just live in the land called Israel. Okay, because before the land was not called Israel, it was called Canaan. Okay, so the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, gave the land of Israel, gave the land of Canaan, to the Israelites. Okay, the Canaanites, which were actually Africans, Hamites, as you can say. Okay, those were people that were also doing filthy things on the land. Okay, and the Most High now gave the land to us. Okay, and we also did not listen, so now we have been kicked out of the land. But soon the Most High will bring us back into the land again. Okay, and that's why you see also this war going on in the Middle East, in the land of Israel today. There's no rest there because the real children of Israel are not in that land. The Most High said he would, there would be no more war if the real children of Israel would be back into the land. So how could they be the real people then? They are not, man. Okay, they are a bunch of imposters. So let's read a few scriptures on this, man. It says Zechariah 9 verse 6, and a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will cut off the pride of the Philistines. Now that bastard dwelling in Ashdod, that is talking about these people that live here today in the land of Israel. Those fake people, man. Israeli they call themselves. So let's go to Ezekiel 26 verse 2. Thus says the Lord Yahweh, because the enemy has said against you, aha, even the ancient high places are ours in possession. So the enemy, who's our enemy? Esau, Edom, okay, which is basically the so-called white race. They have taken the ancient place, which is the land of Israel, in their possession. They are living there right now. And you might be like, white people are people with blonde hair and blue eyes, right? No, not only them, man. Just like how you have the Israelites, we have different tribes. We have 12 tribes. You have different tribes. Okay, we have different features. Some of us have a lighter skin. Some of us have a darker skin. Some of us have curly hair. Some of us have woolly hair, afro. So also these so-called white people, which is basically the nation of Esau, the twin brother of Israel, okay, the twin brother of Jacob is the same man. Israel and Jacob are the same man. The nation of Esau also have different features, basically because they also have different tribes. And one of their tribes, actually the chief tribe, the head tribe, is a tribe called Amalek. And those are the ones that live in the land of Israel today. Alright? So when they say we are anti-Semitic, how can we be anti-Semitic if we come from the same forefather, which is Shem? Alright? We come from Shem. Okay? And a big portion of the people on the land, on the world today, come from the forefather Shem. Okay, if you don't know who Shem is, actually Shem in the Hebrew, he's one of the three sons of Noah. Okay, Noah had three sons: Shem, Salakia, Ham, and Japheth. So we came from Shem, and you have Ham, which is the forefather of the Hamites. Those are the Africans. And you have Japheth, which is the forefather of like the people that live in Indonesia, in Hawaii, people like that, man. Japheth. Okay, so how could we be against ourselves if we call ourselves anti-Semitic? That could not even be possible because we come from Shem. That makes no sense. Okay, so anyway, let's read Revelation chapter 3 verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Okay, so the people that go to the synagogues today, they are of the synagogue of Satan. They actually worshiping Satan. But it's speaking about the people that live in the land of Israel today. They worshiping Satan, and they say that they are Jews, but they are lying. And really, they call themselves Jews. But where are the other 11 tribes then? Because Jew comes from the tribe called Judah. But there's not only the tribe of Judah. You also have the tribe of Benjamin, the tribe of Levi. You have the tribe of Manasseh, Ephraim, Gad, Issachar, okay, Zebulon, Naphtali. So where are all these other tribes then? They only claim the tribe of Jews. Makes no sense, man. Okay, it says, "Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee." So the Most High will make them come worship and bow down to us, the real children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Because in the kingdom, we are going to be ruling again in righteousness. Alright? We're going to be ruling again in righteousness under Yahushua, under King David. Okay? And in that time, these so-called white people, which, basically the Edomites, okay, they are going to be our slaves in the kingdom for 1,000 years. Hardcore slaves. And really, all the heathens are going to be our servants, our slaves in the kingdom for 1,000 years. But Esau is going to have it the most hard in the kingdom for what they have done to us. Look what they did to us in slavery, man. Feeding our children to animals, to crocodiles, putting pregnant how do you say that, playing soccer with children, okay, putting our children in a big cage of metal, and then when the sun was shining, it was like an oven, our skin melting, whipping us, things like that. So these people touch the apple of the eye of the Most High. So what do you think is going to happen to them? The Most High is a righteous God, right? You believe in God that He's righteous. So do you really think that He's gonna let this slide? Of course not, man. And as I'm speaking about this now, I literally see here a fake ass Jew with a mini hat on his head, you know. So the Most High ain't letting that slide, man. We will get our redemption soon. Okay, so with that, I hope this edifying. I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Kakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across this world, who are spreading this knowledge in truth and sincerity, and shalom to the few sincere brothers and sisters out there who are also listening. God, may the election be upon your household. Shalom.